Father of mine, Everclear. I dedicate this video to one of my dearest friends on earth, Perry, who really likes this song, and who just brought home a super tiny human of his own. So Perry, this one's for you. Also, before we get going, I hope you don't mind if I take just a moment to thank the following people, none of whom are very likely my father, for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Jeff, CEF, Kevin Swanson, and Pete Macias. Thank you very, very, very much for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, or if you believe you're my father, you'll find the link in the description. Keep your guitar in standard tuning. It's almost like a brand new experience. The verse uses all A-shaped bar chords. So, D is the first one. That's the A string 5th fret. Put your pointer finger there, and then either your ring finger goes on D, G, B7, or your pinky if you're super daring. But this strumming pattern is awfully interesting. Down, 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 up, down, up. Then we're going to take our D and move it to the 9th fret. That's F sharp. 10th fret G. 7th fret E. That's the verse. D. F sharp. G. E. If A-shaped bar chords make you want to tear your hair out, don't dismay. Just play the power chords. Almost just as good. You hear that B string ever so tinily. It's there, but the power chords are good too. But however you decided to do it, the very last time when we get up to the G, F sharp, do your G strumming pattern, then you G, F sharp, F, E, walking chromatically down to E, meaning not skipping any chords. So it'll be G, 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 F sharp, F, E. Then you'll let it build on E as we go into the next part, which is kind of equal parts interthingy, thing that comes in between other things, and chorus. The fact that it's the only other musical part of the song makes me want to call it the chorus, but the lack of a repeating lyric makes me want to call it the interthingy. So you call it what you want. But we're going to start with our A-shaped D chord, or power chord. Again, use power chords for this whole thing if you want. I'm going to do the whole chords. A-shaped D chord. We're going to move on to A as the E-shaped chord, right? So 5, 7, 7, 6. Down to G on the 3rd fret, same shape, and we're also going to need F sharp on the 2nd fret, so keep those chords in mind as you're watching my hands, and we're counting. And we are counting because this is not a very natural rhythm, not at least for me, so I need to count it out until I start to feel it, and then I can just do it. Here's when we switch chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and over and over again. 1. For your chorus or and interthingy. In verse 2, we are introduced to this little riff. They do it all plucking. Do it that way if you must. It makes more sense to me to hammer it on there and there. Makes it smoother for me, but they do pluck it. It's B5, 7, E5, back to B7, B5, 7, and G7. Notice I used my middle finger to sneak over there for that G7. Or either way. Also, in the second half of verse 2, when the song begins to pick up, the strumming pattern gains 1 strum. It's a big down strum at the end. So you do the strumming pattern we talked about, then 1 more. Fun. In the second interthingy, we are introduced to another cool lick, and I could be wrong, but it seems to me as loose and smooth as it's being played. The harmonies are 2 overdubbed guitars playing single notes. Again, I could be wrong, but it's these 2 things at the same time. With this. you can do both. You don't have to choose. It doesn't quite come off as smooth though. Grab 7/7 on BG. We're going to call that low. Middle's going to be 8/9 BG. And high is going to be 10/11 BG. So we're going to go low, middle, high, middle, low, middle. I enjoy that. And at the end of the song, that theme gets developed a bit more, that rhythmic theme. It's going to be E10, B10, E10, 12, 14, 12, 10, 12. And anytime he's singing yeah, oh yeah, it's the D from the verse. Same strumming pattern and everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that is all I can think of to say about that. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. To commemorate your efforts and to cheers you, I shall sound the rubber chicken of you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.